After we did the haka, we continued our tour of the Rotorua area. We visited the Maori village of Whakarewarena. This village is famous because it is built on top of a geothermal area, and hot springs are all over the place. It's also known as a thermal village. The day started with a cultural performance. They were a much smaller group than the night before, but they made up for it with their energy. Following our visit to the village, we attended a cultural performance. Afterwards, we had our pictures taken with them.
Okay, ready? Say 1, 2, 3.
Well, first and foremost, everybody, nau mai, hara mai, kuki mai, kake mai, whakatau mai, ki runga i te whenua o Whakarewarena. Māori greeting, we welcome you here to the home of Whakarewarena. My name is Hone, okay, and I'm going to be your guide and bring you all around this village and also share with you the history and the story of this village here. Come this way. Oh, I love that. So, come folks, come family. You're our family guests today, so welcome. Here we can grow our potatoes, our cabbages, tomatoes. You can see the little wee houses behind me, even the little house there up on the post. Because when the wind blows, it keeps our kai fresh. When the wind blows through our food, it keeps it nice and fresh. The rats, the mice, and the rodents won't get in and eat our food. So
touring the village, they had 70 people actually living there, Maori people living there. It was really interesting.
Immediately behind you, my distinguished guests and visitors, is the playground or the back group of what we call kohanga reo. Kohanga reo means language nest. Back in the days of my grandparents, they were beaten for speaking Māori. Our language was then outlawed. But here, in this time now, our language is now the official language of New Zealand.
The weather was cool, it was rainy. We had a private tour of the facility, and it was where we first saw one of our first language nests that we had been waiting to see.
And it was through the incentives of where we can bring our children or tamariki from the age of infancy to 5 years old. They can come into these kohanga reo language nests, learn literacy, numeracy, all in their language from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. That way there, we're guaranteed that our language, being the only form of identity, will survive. Everything is symbolic. So our carvings spoke for us as well.
Statues that represent a person. They don't make it look like the person, just certain features, because it's not supposed to be a good thing if you do.
What is releasing the pressure and causing the bubbles and the gurgling sound is the movement of the tectonic plates.
We were all standing in the steam because that guy said, oh, like it cleans your face and cleans your pores and stuff. That was my first time seeing that, like coming out of the ground. I only seen that on movies.
Welcome to the Māori microwave oven. The Māori custom of cooking is to cook by steam. Here our formal meal in Māori is called hangi. Can you say hangi? Hangi. That is the formal meal of the Māori.
And they showed us the way they cook their food underground in the big... Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Here our old people, our elders or our kaumātua, will bathe in this water. Why is the water good? Because it heals arthritis and rheumatism. Because inside the water itself, there are 31 minerals. So if you've got aching bones, if you play a lot of sports, this is the water to relax your bones and your body. Longevity, here the people live up to about 90 to 100 years old.
The way their culture was entwined to it, it was really something. Like how their people grow to be 100. It's because of the geysers. Like they said that their people bathe in that water every day and it cleans them and keeps them healthy, and their food out there is like so like healthy, and I can see their people growing to be 100 years old easily, you know.
These geysers were then first incepted in the year 1886 after that massive volcanic eruption that covered an area of 10 miles, the largest volcanic eruption in our country's history. The geysers you see to your immediate front were also given names by our early leaders, our chiefs and the leaders of our tribe. Here, this is where we have the tāmoko or the tattooing. Here we have a resident expert in terms of the Māori tattooing. Okay.
Is it traditional tattooing?
It's done more in a contemporary means, but the design.
We had heard that the Maori people were experts in tattooing, and it was an important part of their culture. Everyone was interested, and some of us wanted to get one.
She was a Maori woman. She said a prayer before she did it. And she gave me a tattoo that symbolizes a spiritual protector. Yeah.
I relaxed when she went to work. It didn't hurt like I thought it would. She signed her work with what she calls a kulatua symbol. I liked my tattoo. It wasn't too big or too small. When we parted, she gave me the traditional Maori greeting, which is both a greeting and a way to say farewell.